This is a pretty wild video coming out of New Jersey. In the medal round, two wrestlers compete their tails off. Unfortunately, the ending is less than sportsmanlike. The first instance, this was about to go off the rails, is when the athlete in blue, frustrated with how his match has gone down, appears to push his opponent into the scorer's table. Both competitors bark at the referee, who reset the pair. As the match goes on, Patrick Smith of Ewing High School in blue clearly becomes disinterested. He allows himself to get thrown around, appearing to show little effort. It seems as though he would rather be anywhere else and be doing anything else than wrestling Joseph Pelletieri of Hamilton West High in the black uniform. Pelletieri continues beating Smith on the mat over and over and over again. Then, towards the end, Pelletieri does Smith dirty, shoving his face into the mat. Smith goes after Pelletieri and even throws a punch as the two go back into the scorer's table. The referee places himself in between the two. Different coaches help break it up. Smith is escorted out of the gym, and utter shock radiates throughout. NJ.com at the time wrote, after a series of late takedowns, Pelletieri pushed Smith's face into the mat and then let up to celebrate his victory with seconds left. What followed is captured near the end of the video, where Smith turned and threw two punches at Pelletieri. The first uppercut missed, but the second punch connected with Pelletieri in his face. Smith then pushed the Hamilton West wrestler into the scorer's table, causing damage to the Robbinsville Recreational Wrestling Program's computer that was keeping score of the match. Smith was DQ'd, and Pelletieri, who was seconds away from a victory by major decision, was awarded the win by disqualification. Smith was then escorted from the building by local police. Going into the match, I knew I wanted to get into his head and have him wrestling stupid. And then I could take advantage, Pelletieri said. I was taking him down and letting him up, getting my points, and he retaliated and punched me in the head. I was off balance, and I fell into the scorer's table. Many of the comments centered on whether Pelletieri's actions towards the end of the match, pushing Smith's head into the mat, were justified. Pelletieri led 19-11 at the time of the DQ and was working towards a major decision. Ravensclaw noted a wrestling tournament awards team points based on decisiveness of victory. I do not fault the dominant wrestler for trying to win as strongly as possible. Absolutely fault the passive wrestler who gave up and lost his composure. Perfect example of maximum. Sports do not create character, they reveal it. Let Go NYG added, sportsmanship is an important part of any sport, especially a physical one. This isn't boys being boys. That tired old cliche does not apply here. Thousands of matches took place over the course of the season, and this is the only time you're reading such a story. There's a reason for that.